Hi everybody, this is Adam Gussow from Satan Adam. I want to give you a kind of a quick hit lesson on how to hold the harmonica. Alright, so I've got an A harp here, and what you guys will notice, I'm sure you've noticed this, is that when I give lessons here on YouTube, I'm actually constantly shifting the way that I hold my hands. Now that's not actually what I do when I'm just playing. When I'm playing I have basically two ways that I hold it, and in fact there are two standard ways of holding the harmonica. And so I want to start by I want to show you the way that I hold it almost all the time when I'm playing, when I'm practicing, when I'm playing. And I want to tell you that that's actually the way that about, I think, 10 or 15% of the players out there hold it. I think Jason Ritchie holds it like that. I think Butterfield holds it like that. There are a few others, but not many. The other way is the way that I started holding it. It's the way that most players hold it, and it's a very good way. It's sort of the reference standard. My way of holding it's not the reference standard. So let's start with the reference standard. Okay, and it's a little tricky to do this, so what I'm going to actually do is first I'm going to show you so you'll see what it looks like when I hold it that way. So here is the reference standard. So what am I doing? Well, and you should really practice this, maybe holding your hand up to a mirror, right? The key thing is this: you're taking the harp, you're putting it against the web, right, of your left hand. It's almost always left hand. Now, there are a few players, by the way, who play the harp holding it with their right hand, and they usually hold it upside down. I think Sonny Terry, I know Sonny Terry holds the harp upside down with the numbers on the bottom. Anyway, so you want to take it in your left hand, and I'm going to try to reverse this and see if we can do it that way. If I had you here, I'd have you I'd be standing right behind you, and I'd put my hands in front of you. So I'm holding it with my left hand. The harp is going into the web, and I've got my fingers equidistant. Notice, this is crucial. If you have, this is wrong. This is wrong. When I say wrong, I mean not reference standard. Reference standard would be that it's as far in as it'll go with your two fingers like that. Okay? Now, that's stage one. Stage two, take your third finger and put it diagonally down behind the harp. Why this? Well, because now I can push my face real hard against it and it doesn't move. So Nat Riddle showed me how to do this. You got like that. Now, this is the secret. You take the fourth finger and you curl it down in the fifth finger and you make what looks really kind of like a little shell. You see that? Look at that. Little, kind of looking in the monitor, a little shell-like thing here. Now, why is that important? Well, because I can then take my other hand, and how do I do this? Well, really what I want is I want a seal, right? I want that. I want a seal there, but now I'm going to try to, in fact, this lesson is only going to take care of one hand-holding way. I'm going to show you the other one in another lesson, but I'll do that tomorrow or the next day, okay? The key thing here is that you want the fat part of your right hand to kind of fit here. This is actually the way to do it. Okay, here you go. So I'm just showing you with my hands. Look, this is you looking at the harp, okay? All right, like that. My right hand. Now, there's two ways of doing a wah-wah sound. One is the campfire sound, and that's like this. Right fingers of the right hand extended. Chuck wagon dog food. All right, that's the way I always used to think of chuck wagon dog food. That's one way. But here's the other way. You make these fingers into a loop. Look at that. And you put it like that. And now you can pivot side to side. They never tell you this in the instruction books. They just sort of say wave your hand. Okay? Well, campfire sound. See what I'm doing? I'm doing it laterally. So the one way is like this. Open it up. And that's when you want the fast sound. The other. Campfire. So I'm using my looped fingers. Aha. So I've got. And. Right? The books don't teach you this stuff. Okay. Now there's a third thing, which is that you can instead of looping your thumb and forefinger, if you want to do the high notes, you can let your right thumb sit on the right end of the harp. And you can go, you're way up there, right? Instead of pushing that thumb out of the way. So Sonny Boy Williamson, I think, really did those low. Now, the crucial thing, so this is what it looks like with no harp, right? I've got, the crucial thing is the seal right down in here, all right? The seal right there. And I say 98% of beginning players, when I try to show them how to do this, what's missing, the reason they don't get the good wah sound, right, is that they don't have that seal down there. You got to get the seal down there. So the amount of wah-wah sound that you can get, seat of the pants harmonica training here, is directly proportional with how closed it is. You've got to be going from really closed to really open. Now if I have a high harp, let me try, well, a D is... So you should practice that. No, notice, my hand's not open. It's not the campfire. That's not the best way. Best way is this is the best way. Twisting the wrist, right? Do you guys get the difference? Once again, this is, if I do nothing else in this lesson, it's over, by the way, this is what you want to do. So you got the looped fingers, right? And then you've got the, if you want campfire, now there's one last way, which is called fanning it. It's what James Cotton does. And it's Sonny Terry. That's the end of this lesson. I'm going to come back at you, not in a couple of days, with the way that I hold the harp, and I'll try to do it with some microphones too. Thank you guys. Thanks for practicing real hard and make me proud of you. See you down the road.